You said we were live in a minute.
I know, but I confused you because I really, really crawl, mate. Hell, we're live. Hello, folks. Hello, folks. Colin here. It's the 67's workshop. And the guru himself, Fox.
Hey, everyone.
Hello,
Fox
mate.
Here. Hello,
and welcome, most welcome to the official Workbench Live with Festa and Foxx for our wonderful friends at eModels.co.uk.
You're one.
Go on.
Oh, go on.
No,
Stop.
you carry on.
We killed it. Your one-stop shop for all your model-making needs.
For all your model-making needs. Goes down great guns.
How are we all anyway? First things first. If you want to build one of these for yourself, hit up the link in the description below, folks, and you can grab one of these and build along with us. We'll have a quick looky-loo at the chat to see who's in and say hello to everyone. First up, we've got Athol McNichol in, say, cloudy but dry so far. This is your weather forecast from North East Scotland. Even if you don't want it, it's free. Well done, mate. It's not 4, it's free.
East 54455. What?
Can you let us know in the chat as well, audio and video coming through fine? That would be lovely. There's me saying hi, folks. Our very own model-making Sagan is in, saying hi, Festa, Fox, Athol, and all in chat. Ching.
The search for patterns without critical analysis and rigid skepticism without a search for patterns are the antipodes of incomplete science. The effective pursuit of knowledge requires both functions.
Oh, you've been all prepped and ready. I'm so impressed with your professionalism, Fox.
I did it on the off breath, though, so I ran that breath.
You did. I mean, he came in all prepared with his big boy socks pulled up and his pants, and it was like, yeah. Athol says, evening, Jeff, and Jeff Light is in. A very good evening, Colin Fox, and all in chat. Hello, Jeff. Love to you and the lovely Maggie. The lovely Jacqueline is in, saying good evening, gents, as is Graham McRobert, saying hi to Festa and Fox. Connie is in, saying hello. Let's expand that to try to bring that up full screen so I can actually see the font. There you go. Connie is in, says hi, Colin and Fox. Athol is saying hi, Jackie and Kevin, if he's about. What else is there? Athol saying audio and video okay, as is Jeff. Thank you very much, folks. It just lets us know that it's all going out nice and profesh because, yeah. But anyway, that's enough of that. first things first, how's you and how's your mum?
Well, before I do that, don't forget, folks, if you're watching this embedded in Facebook or Twitter, do come and join the live chat, because as you've just found out, we've got the chat in front of us.
Yeah.
Click on the YouTube icon on the bottom right-hand corner. If you're in the chat, please keep it family-friendly, and please don't, because it is a family-friendly show, and please don't discuss other model retailers, because that would not be cool. It is a show for eModels.co.uk.
We will mock you, and we'll go...
Yeah. We're good. Yes, it's not cool on an eModel show.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm fine, thank you. I'm suddenly very, very warm in this room. I've opened a load of windows and it's not helping because there's no airflow. So I'm a bit tropical in some areas.
Oh,
and Mum Wolf's just been fed an enormous.
Mildly moist.
So Mum Wolf's just been given an enormous cottage pie to keep her busy, keep her quiet.
oh, nice one.
So she's happy. She's happy. It'll be more than work for me then.
Yeah.
How are you, buddy?
I'm all right, mate. So fine, windswept and interesting, mate. Yeah, I'm all right, mate. I'm looking at my bench thinking something's missing, and I don't know what it is. Oh, yes, I do. Marcy's in, by the way, saying good afternoon all.
Hey, Marcy.
Hello, Marcy. I'm imminently typing in my greeting.
Big hugs to you.
Because fear.
Yes. If he doesn't, then he'll get told off. And by told off, I mean, like, just extinct.
She'll message H and I'll get the tea towel round the ear. Oh, there you go.
He'll be renditioned extraordinarily.
Yeah, I had a good night. I successfully used the new microwave, didn't I, without breaking it.
Ooh. Did I detect when you sent me that picture, is your microwave got, like, the gold trim, all posh-like?
Oh, yeah. Come on, we've got to have a bit of gold, mate.
Ooh, very posh. Gold trim on your microwave. That's very smart.
Yes, yeah. Oh, there it is.
There is.
Yes, bit of gold trim on there, mate. Yeah, it is a really nice microwave, I must admit.
Do you know, I nearly just shook my wet palette then because you were shaking your pen. I nearly went like that.
Do you want me to do it right under the microphone to annoy you?
Yeah, go for it. I think it's much better if you do.
There you go.
So what's your plan for tonight, Spudbit?
Right, little bit of sponge chipping around the stripes there with a bit of the old Uther and Grey or whatever it's called. Then a few dabs of Rhinox in a few of the chips that I've missed. A little bit of Scrag Brown in some of the others just to lighten them up. And then I'll be doing a similar thing on the tracks underneath. Just to give them a bit of Rhinox Scrag in a few places ready for the track wash. Graham McRoberts put a £10 super chat in. Peter eModels all love you, Graham. Bearing in mind this stream's going out on eModels, mate. So, Pete is going to be more than happy with his yacht fund increasing, Graham. But thanks for the consideration anyway, mate.
Thank you, yeah. Bless you.
There you go. So that's what I'm up to, mate.
I was going to carry on with my chipping.
Yes.
And I suddenly realised, looking at your tank, when you said about the stripes, I haven't done my stripes yet. So I might get them done first before I do my big chipping. I've done the sponge chipping. I need to do all the brush chipping that follows it.
Yeah. It's coming up all right, though, mate.
Yeah, so I might get my stripes done tonight. Just get them out of the way. I was going to use some delightful God Hand paintbrushes to do my chipping.
I see what you did there.
But I won't be using them now because they're very, very fine brushes for the chips.
Where did you get them from, mate?
These are from eModels.co.uk, your one-stop shop for all your model making needs.
Oh, really?
They have the entire God Hand range available on their website.
Oh, wow. There you go.
Yes. So I won't be using those. Instead, I'll go and get some other God Hand brushes that are in my box to do the stripes.
Yeah. Because he can, folks.
Do you like the way I did that? It's very good, that one.
I'm very impressed, I must admit. I am uber impressed with that.
Pete will be making little notes in his pad, ticking things off.
Yeah. So that's what we're up to, folks. Don't forget also what's in the belly, what is on your bench, and what is your beverage of choice. Graham says, anything to help out, Colin. Absolutely. That'll go to eModels, Graham, in case you didn't realise, mate.
Yeah, we don't get that.
We don't get that. That goes to Peter at eModels, mate, because this is the eModels channel, but not to worry, mate.
We do hark you back, though, for the
that
thought.
Counts.
Yeah. Very, very kind of you.
Right, let's have a little play with one's Baneblade. That sounds.
I did wonder
so
how you were
wrong.
going to finish that sentence. Right, so I'm
Yeah.
going to use two different brushes. I'm going to use the Brushwork Softest M. It's my favourite word. Hang on.
Filbert.
It's a filbert.
Marcy's saying, "Oh, Foxy, not new ones for that." Yeah.
Oh, it's a dry brush. I don't want to use a dry brush.
Yeah.
Use a dry brush. Filbert. I love that word, filbert.
Marcy says, "Coffee at present. The bench is clear. Just not hungry. You've got to eat though, Marcy. At the end of the day, darling. Love and hugs. But as you would tell me, you need to eat, my dear."
Yeah. Filthy burgers and things aren't going to eat themselves.
So, at risk of me having the audacity to tell you off, because I wouldn't do that, because I'm not that brave and I'm not that stupid.
Audacity.
Yeah,
Yes.
we need a healthy news.
You are that stupid. We are both that stupid, but you're just not that brave.
Good God, no.
No. Right, so I'm going to use a flat brush, and I'm going to use the filbert.
Filbert.
Because I've got to build up a white colour now, and that's always tricky, so a good brush is going to be ideal for that.
Marcy's saying, "I will eventually." Good girl.
Good girl.
We're only keeping an eye on you, Marcy, because we love you.
We are your mother.
We love our muse.
That's a terrifying thought, isn't it? We are your mother. Oh, dear.
Yeah.
No.
So, Mum's doing well, you're doing well, everyone's doing well.
Nobody's being legal. It's always a winner.
Here's a question for you then, Ben, that we've asked people to do questions. I'll fire my first one in.
Is this for me or for the chat?
This is for you.
Oh, okay.
After you've done this Baneblade,
Yield.
what is your next build going to be on the Wednesday stream? Have you given that any thought?
I have not given it out, nor no thought, nor nothing neither. I will have to see what I can ask James, mate, to send me.
Yeah.
Technically, because I'll technically be the in-house Warhammer dude,
Yeah.
or the in-house Games Workshop dude. It could be a Games Workshop, but I might not. I might do something else. I could do.
Are you
I
ill?
don't know. I don't know. I might. I'll have to go through the store and see what tickles me fancies. I know. I'm a bit warm, so I could be off colour, but I
Yeah.
might do something else.
I think you're clear. I think you're clearly ill, mate.
I might try something else. I don't know yet. So I haven't decided fully. What do you think I should build? There's a question I'm going to regret instantly.
Yeah, I could say a shiny car, but I know your comfort zones.
Yeah, something
Personally, I
would
would stick. I would stick what your target agenda is with eModels, which is your Warhammer. To be honest with you, is what you enjoy doing.
Yeah.
Dare I say it, you get a bit of enjoyment out of it. I don't know, mate. It's your building time. It's your choice, isn't it? But
Yeah.
it's what works for
I don't
you.
know. What works for me is kebabs.
I've got absolutely no idea what my next one will be yet. I did say to folks in the chat, by all means, if there's something you would like to see me build on the Wednesday stream, I'll sit and build it. It's what the viewers want to see as well. Bear in mind, I've got the big 1/16th tank coming up as a build series, so I won't do an armour on the stream yet because I've got that build coming up.
Yeah.
So I honestly don't know. I did have one eye on the Apache.
Oh, the new one.
Yeah, the new one. I might do that on the live stream. What do people in the chat think? The new Apache helicopter. Do you think that would be something you would want me to do live?
Voluntarily doing a jelly bop without being under duress. That's quite a ballsy move.
Because I haven't done a aircraft or a helicopter for eModels yet. So if it's something folks would like to see, because obviously I'm going to move away from Warhammer on the live streams because Fox is the de facto eModels Duncan.
Yeah.
So,
And you've got a range of interests anyway, haven't you? So
yeah, and I like to build anything and everything. So for me to live up to that, I can't just sit here and do Warhammer. Otherwise, it would be eModels Warhammer Wednesday. Oh,
yeah,
it's got a ring to it.
Warhammer Wednesday.
Yeah, so
Yes. I'm thinking now about what I could build.
So yeah, I might do a jelly bopter. Marcy says the new flying thing would be fun. There you go. That's one person that's up for it. Athol says belly is empty for now and awaiting my lady to come home with a 12-inch peach. Oh, we got a new bird, mate. As it's her turn to choose flavours, beverage, probably green tea and bench Hulk Commandos. Jeff Light says an Apache sounds good, Cole. Oh, there you go. 2 votes. So
Yeah.
you know me, Fox. I will build anything. So
We build anything.com. Yes. Yes. I think a jellybopter would be interesting. You've built jellybopters before, of course. You
yeah, I've
did
done a
the
big
evil-
Chinook, didn't I? And yeah,
You did the big Chinook, yeah. And you did the Huey,
done the Yui, yeah, with H.
and that was on a live stream, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was me and Dave. So yeah, if
If
you're
you've
up
got-
for it, I'll do it.
If you've got the balls of steel to do that Huey on a live stream, then you can do anything.
Oh yeah, the 124th Huey Ravel's finest offering.
Well, Ravel's offering, isn't it?
All joking aside, with a bit
You
of
enjoyed it, though.
yeah, with a deft bit of persuasion, and the saw came out.
Yeah.
It did go together in the end quite nicely. So Bobbin says do half an horse. Never met the bloke, but I heard he's all right. So what do
I know what you could do. Why don't you do the other half of the horse?
Yeah, Harold Diet the Wonder Horse.
Yeah. I don't know what I would do, actually. If I don't do a Warhammer, I could maybe be tempted to do some sort of Tamiya goodness.
Yeah.
Where's my Mephisto?
So yeah, folks. So if that's what people would like me to do, I'll have a word with James at eModels, and I'm sure he'll be more than happy.
Yeah. I'll see what Warhammers they've got in stock at the time when it's time, and see if anything tickles me fancy.
Yeah.
Fraser Green's in says, "Hey all, belly a chicken tikka masala from Iceland. Bench the smaller Lego Batman 8 to 9 Batmobile makes me wonder why I bought its big brother all those years ago."
Oh, really?
Yeah, the 8 to 9 Batmobile, of course, is the correct Batmobile.
Yeah, that's the one you like, isn't it?
Yeah, it is the best one. The 8 to 9 Batman's the best Batman.
That's the one with Keaton, isn't it?
Yeah, forget all this Christopher Nolan rubbish. That we don't
Marcy
talk
says
about.
it went together with a bit of false echo. Yeah, a little bit of persuasion was required, wasn't it, Muse? That and a few under the breath dagnamits. Fraser Green is in, he says, "Hello, old belly. Chicken take a Mazzala from Iceland." God, that's a long way to go. Bench, the smaller Lego Batman, you've read this out, haven't you?
I was just waiting for you. Yes, I've read that one, haven't I?
Yeah.
I was gonna leave it to see how long it took.
Yeah. As soon as I saw that,
Yes.
I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Graham says the heli is a nice kit, Cole. There you go. So I think people are looking forward to me doing an Apache helicopter. So
I think you might have him intrigued with that one, mate.
I will happily set the ball in motion and get that ordered in, ready for launch. See what I did?
Gentlemen,
Ready
get
for
your ball moving.
takeoff.
I see what you did there.
You was impressed, weren't you?
Spinning up, it was. It was spinning up.
Yeah.
Do I want to do that? No, not really.
I will put it on my rota of builds.
Now you're just padding that one out.
I am, and I.
You're making it a living heli.
Fraser says, I'd be up for seeing you building a chopper. I see what you did. Graham's got the Joker bust coming soon. Oh, nice one. I did the Heath Ledger one, mate, a while ago for someone as a commission paint. Yeah. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yes. I can confirm this God Hand brush, pimpage, is helping the paint go on beautifully smooth and even. Very nice.
Yeah. Nice one. I could lie and say I'm using a God Hand sponge, but I think people might see through that.
Yeah.
Spong.
Spong.
Yeah. So you carefully use your god-hand spong made by Japanese geisha girls on a sunny veranda.
Hand rolled on the thighs of Cuban. No, that's wrong.
Yeah. So, yes, folks. Little bit of spong chipping in a few places. Don't go mad.
Mm-hmm.
But,
No.
well, me not going mad. Mm.
Well, you can go mad. You never go too far. That's what you never do. You never go too far.
No, I never
do you?
get carried away, do I? And
No, never ever get carried away.
you really didn't mean that at all, did you? No.
No.
Damn it. You sussed me out.
Do you know, that coat of Mephiston red there, that's pretty much as I want to do almost. And that's normally about 3 coats with a different brush. It sounds really stupid to say that, but it's true. It's just going on so smooth.
Oh, is that with your god hand brush of god handness? Are they good, mate?
It is. It is. I'm really impressed.
I might have to purchase some of them then.
It seems. And the good thing is when I'm doing this stripe is I don't need to worry about it being a perfectly smooth coat of paint anyway, because it's going to be chipped and worn. It's an old tank. So if it's a little bit patchy, I'm going to do another coat of the grey there, but if it's a little bit patchy, that's fine, because it just makes it look like slightly faded patchy paint. So if you're doing a horribly weathered vehicle like this, you don't need to worry about getting nice solid coats of paint, because it's not that important.
Would that be a patchy paint? Oh, God, I'm going to stop. I've got to
I
stop.
see what you did there. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
That was quite good, actually.
It's all right, Marcy. I'm going to stop now, love.
I'm quite impressed with that. That was actually quite impressive. I'll give you that one.
Yeah, because I know what'll happen. Marcy will be sat there going, geez, Cole, geez.
She'll be like, I've done all the face palms for the week now in like 5 minutes.
I'm going to get the look any minute. I can feel it brewing. She'll go, don't
Not
make me
that
do
look,
it. She'll go, don't make me do it.
Yeah.
I will ring
Not
up.
the good, the look. The bad, the look.
Yeah. Don't make me message her. Yeah.
Don't make me send you an instant message.
Yeah. I will message H and tell her that you're being silly.
H will be like, not exactly headline news. Excuse me. Don't forget, folks, bench and belly.
Yes. Yes,
What's on your bench?
absolutely.
Yeah, what's on your bench? What you're working on? Doesn't have to be a model, but whatever it is. And what's in your belly? What have you had or are you having for your dinner? I'll do that. With a bit of a
Red
small
Lens
brush in a
says on the
second.
bench is delivery of UMP primer, so lots of airbrushing of sprues. Get in. And Marcy
very
is watching. Yeah, she's watching me. Yeah.
He's watching you like orc. Like
Yeah.
an orc. Not an orc, but an orc.
Yeah, she's given me the look in chat, and I'm looking at that and beady eyes, and I'm like, oh no, don't, please don't.
Yeah.
She's still staring at me, isn't she? Damn it.
It's not that kind of look, Cole.
It ain't, is it? So
No.
in the doghouse.
No.
It's like, love you, Marcy. Honest. I'll be good.
See, now you're just being mercenary. You're like a man in quicksand who knows he's drowning. He knows he can't get out, but he's going to flail his arms anyway.
I'm 6 foot away from the safe edge with a 3-foot rope. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. Graham says, I can feel the heat. Honestly, Graham, yeah, it is warm, innit, mate? It's like...
Slightly warm day today, especially in Festa's area, if you pardon the expression.
Oh, steady, Neris.
Ooh, my area.
You leave my areas alone. No hot pants were harmed in the making of these areas.
Given a choice, I would rather leave your areas alone. If I'm, in all honesty, but, you know.
He would as well. So cruel.
Yep.
The
trick with doing these
Bobbins. Ellie, he says, the other 2 burgers I didn't have the other night. Bench is still empty. I can't decide on what to do next. Oh.
Emptiness.
What you got? What you got in the stash, Bobbins? Let us all decide for you.
Yeah. Give us the options, and we'll make a decision based on nothing but giving you the hardest time possible.
Yeah.
I mean, what we think's best for you.
Graham says he can feel the heat from Muse looking at me. Exactly, Graham. Exactly. Honestly, mate, I'm going to start stuttering in a minute like a 5-year-old because Marcy's staring at me and I'm scared.
There's a little thing in Festa's brain now that's going, ahooga, ahooga.
Yeah.
Little red flashing light.
Yeah.
Pull up, pull up.
Yeah. Danger, Will Robinson.
Danger. Complete with flailing arms.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Marcy will be sitting there now going, there's a wise man. He knows his place. Absolutely.
She wouldn't call you a wise man.
No. She'd call me a lot of things, but they wouldn't be broadcastable on a family-friendly show.
She knows you well enough to never call you a wise man.
Oh, yeah, she knows me. Bless her. So, yeah.
Now, what's your belly tonight, Cole? I assume you haven't had it yet.
Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday, you know what it'll be. Oh,
Bangers and beans.
Yeah, you got it.
Bangers and beans with perhaps a bird's eye potato waffle?
No. Mash.
Oh, mash. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what
I'll eat yes.
I'm eating after we finish the stream, so I don't know what I'll have yet. Whether I'll drag something out and make it or take away. And by takeaway, I mean McDonald's, because everything else closes at 10:30. So it's like, oh, fudge.
A burger with a chaser. Good man.
That's another burger, as we like to call it.
Yeah.
Leave that for a minute.
Bobbin says, with well over 100 items in the stash, some might consider this a problem. Right. What do you want to build, Bobbins? A plane, a train, or an automobile? Let's narrow it down into categories then.
Yeah. And do you want to build clean or weathered?
Yeah.
And do you want, that's the only two things, isn't it? Clean or weathered, and plane, train, or automobile, or something else completely.
Yeah. There you go. I'll find just by rubbing my sponge.
Wait. Oh, sponge.
Over them rivets, I am getting a nice
steady
sponge or dry sponge effect just on them rivet heads and hinges.
Ooh. I did wonder how you were going to... That sentence could have gone so many different ways and all of them wrong.
I had to keep thinking as I was speaking, mate, because I thought, don't lose your train of thought here, Cole, because you could end up saying grown-up stuff like Japanese archaeologists. You know what I mean?
Yes, you could. It could go horribly awry.
I'm never going to live that down, am I?
When I say horribly, I mean hilariously, of course.
Yeah, that Japanese archaeologist, yeah.
Yes. Colin can never discuss a nuclear power plant.
No.
No, he's not allowed to.
No.
He's never allowed to. Not on a eModels live stream, anyway.
Someone asked me recently whether I could go through the eModels Monday factoids section and do a compilation of all my faux pas. I nearly said something else then.
Yeah. Yes.
So, in answer to that individual, they're probably watching. Yes, I shall sit and do that for you. And
God, that's years of work. There's millions of them.
I will put it up on my Patreon and for my YouTube members because it may be, obviously, it's going to be 18 rated because there's so
rude words.
Rude words may have been said accidentally, so so that'll be a treat for the members and that because I've been asked to do it.
A little bit blue for the dads, as they say.
Yeah, so could you do a bloopers of all your factoids? It would be fun to see. So,
why, yes, you can.
We are people that will do anything we can for our more adoring public. There you go.
It'd just be 3 hours of me with my head behind my hat.
Yeah. Well, there is a lot of you corpsing, isn't there? So, yeah.
Well, it's the effect you have there, boy.
Jacqueline says, Globe 11 Yamato 1/200th scale. There you go. What, is that what you want me to build, Jackie?
Here's a question for the Bobbins. Do you have in your stash a Space Battleship Yamato? There you go. That'd be fun to build.
Yeah.
whatever scale.
You know, if eModels was to get one in, I'd do that as a video build for them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've still got mine under my bench that I need to get around to doing at some point. I must watch Space Battleship Yamato 2199 again. It's an excellent anime series.
Yeah, our friend
very
Vincent from Belgium built one and lit it up, and it was absolutely beautiful. And
it was.
Kind of fell in love with the ship seeing his one. So
there's just something about it. It's got the wonderful sort of classic lines of the actual battleship Yamato, but at the same time. The Yamato, sorry, but at the same time, it's a space battleship, so it's got like flying things and an engine on the back. It's just great.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to do those other little bits with the smaller brush because this is a bit big for that.
Didn't want to put that much on cold, did you? So
I'm really, really liking this brush.
There you go. He's really, really liking that brush, folks.
It's like a Games Workshop base brush, but like 1,000 times better. You know, the little teardrop-shaped base brush, but just infinitely better.
I'll have to save up some money and I'll get some.
Just flash a leg at James.
Yeah, I could
flash a thigh.
I could flash me moves. No, because then I wouldn't get any. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be the opposite of what you need to do.
Shall I send him a picture of the hot pants? No.
Send him a picture of the hot pants on the damn bench and say, if you don't send me these brushes,
you're going to have to wear them. Yeah.
No, you get a picture of me with these on.
Yeah.
See what he does. I'm going to... Wow, that came from nowhere. I apologise. I couldn't stop at that. I couldn't prevent that. Oh. That was a sneeze, wasn't it?
That was quite a specialist sneeze, that.
Ooh.
Feel better, dear?
I do now. Whew, I cleared out the pipes.
Graham says, I've got my man cave built. What should I build? A 6th bike or a 350 USS Enterprise carrier? Ooh.
If you've got that Enterprise, the grail kit of many kids in the 1980s.
Yeah, I'd go for the Enterprise, Graham. I'd love to see you do a flat top, mate.
Yeah. Because you know what? Every kid in the 80s who ever lusted over a Tamiya catalogue knows all about that ship.
Yeah.
Kit. Because it was like every kid go, I want that.
I like how you recovered that.
Yeah, ship kit. And then they'd say, I want that. And then they go to the local store and then they'd only have enough money to buy like a Krupp Protz or something.
Yeah. There you go.
And they thought, when I was a kid, I'd be like, I will never have enough money in my life. There's not enough money in the world to buy that kit. I'll never own that kit.
Jacqueline says, yes, Carl, with the Pontus upgrade kit. Well, it's funny you should say this, Jackie, but as a future video build for eModels, once I've done the tank, I am considering seeing whether they would like me to do a Yamato for them. So I shall look into it as a future build because, yeah.
What, the actual normal warship ship?
Yeah.
Cool.
Because I haven't done a boat, have I? So, or ship, yeah. All those people FaceTiming out there going, he's just called it a boat. Yeah.
It's just called it. But I was thinking, I'm going to say nothing.
Yeah.
Say nothing.
Because am I right? You can put a boat on a ship, but not a ship on a boat. Something like that, isn't it? Yeah.
Something like that.
So there you go, folks. So, yeah. Bobbin says, I've got the 700th Nimitz to finish. It's pretty large. I've got the 350th one above my head that's been sat on that shelf for 6.5 years. And it's still in primer, and I really do need to pull my finger out and get it built. But yeah, 200 scale Yamato might be doable for the folks at eModels. Pete will be face palming, going, blimey, I struggle to put Ted Sub somewhere. Don't send me another big boat. Shit.
Yeah.
We'll see. Thank you for your suggestion, Jackie. Massively appreciated.
Yes. I never know if this strap's supposed to be red, white, red or white, red, white.
Marcy says it's a proper floaty thing. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, sorry, go on.
Yeah, I never know if it's red, white, red, or white, red, white. And I always feel like I've done it the wrong way around.
Does it matter?
No, but I don't know. Just I always feel like I've done it the wrong way around. Or I always think, right, I'll do it this way around, and then think, oh, I wish I'd done it the other way. I don't know why.
I've done mine white. I've done mine red, white, red.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing on mine.
I just cheated and looked at the Lehman Russ we did, and I thought, yeah.
Right.
You forgot about that, didn't you?
Yeah, red, white, red on that one. We forgot about that.
I had to watch that back to remember how I did it.
Nothing wrong with that.
Folks that know me and Fox will know that we do have, believe it or not, really bad memory. So we often end up having to watch our own videos back to remember how we achieved the paint job.
Yeah, especially if it's like a technique that I'll do once in a blue moon. I can't remember what it was, but there was something I do, and I don't do it very often, some little technique. And I've done it like 3 or 4 times over the last 10 years. And every time I've done it, I've had to go and look at my own video of how to do it.
Well, it's like the Borderlands, isn't it? You've got to visit that again to remember how you did it.
Yeah, the Borderlands painting style.
That was a good one. Jacqueline says eModels has one in stock. Oh, nice.
Ooh. Slap it in your basket.
Yeah, ain't yours? Do you check it out?
Or as Chris would say, slap it in.
Yeah. Yeah, good old Chris. Don't ever change, Chris. Brilliant. Okay, whilst that sponge is still moist.
Moist.
Put a little bit of scrag brown on it. Spider pig.
Just in case people don't know what I'm doing here with these white parts, I'm going to be using 2 different colours. I'm not just painting white straight over, because one thing you never want to do is just paint white. If you want something to be white, don't paint it white.
No.
I'm painting it. Your own colours may vary, but it's basically the Celestra Grey, which is a base, but sort of light grey base paint, which is very opaque. And then on top of that, I'm painting Ulthuan Grey, which again is an off-white, but it's a bit brighter. And the idea is that when it's done, it won't actually be, there won't be any white paint on it. It'll just be in Ulthuan Grey, which, when it's not got anything else white around it, will just look white. It's got a couple of coats together. It just looks white. But when I want to do chipping later, because I've not painted it actual white, I can use actual white to paint chips on it.
Oh, you're good.
If you just paint something white straight away, you can't put any highlights on it because it's already white. So, handy tip.
This is why you're a guru, you know that, don't you?
I'm not a guru. I'm a GNU. How do you do?
I see what he did there.
But that's the trick, you see. Try not to paint things actual white.
There you go. Make sure that when you pick it up, that stays on there. There you go.
I'm keeping it a little bit brushy because I want to give the effect of worn paint. So if I can do that in the actual painting stage, and it just adds to the weathering stage later on.
Oh, you're good.
If you know.
A proper professional, you know that, don't you?
I'm not professional at all.
I'm so proud of you, you know. Graham says, I might even put radio control into the Enterprise. We'll chat to you in the 24/7. Yeah, more than welcome, mate. Yeah, look forward to seeing that, Graham. Why not?
If you've got it, do it. I love the idea of saying, what kit should I build? I've got this, listing all these different... I know he didn't, but it's like listing 10 different average kits and then saying, but I've also got the big Tamiya Enterprise. You sort of started with that, really. That's the one to go for.
Absolutely. I look forward to seeing that, Graham. I really do, mate. I think you'll do a cracking job on that. Robin says, do a Dora. He says, you know you want to. Yeah. Yeah, I can just imagine Pete. Where the hell am I going to store a Dora?
The irony is with the Dora, because they are so rare now and hard to get hold of, those kits, because they're out of print.
Yes.
Pete probably wouldn't want to just give one away to us to make anyway, because...
No, not when they're that money, no.
No. Apart from anything else, there's no benefit to it, because we do a video how to paint it, and then nobody can buy it, so...
Yeah.
so there's no benefit to that.
It's a waste of a kit for eModels build in a way because,
yeah, if it was still in production, he'd do it like in a heartbeat. But because there's no guarantee he'll ever get another one, and like I say, if someone does get one, chances are it won't be from him. So it's not really benefiting him, which is sad, really. But also, none of us have got the space to build it and paint it anyway.
No. Yeah, that would be a monumental one to get done, wouldn't it?
Yes. I mean, you have to remember at the day, ultimately, we are an advertising channel here, me and Cole. And Ted and Chris, we're advertising, so...
Yeah.
Really, when you boil it down, there's no point, hiding it otherwise. We're building a community, which is nice, but we're also here to sort of do a bit of advertising, so... Like these awesome God-hand brushes available now from eModels.co.uk.
I just knew that was coming.
Yeah. I'm just distracted
because... He's saying he'd like to build the very small model of the Dora. Yes.
Yeah, there is a 1/72, isn't there, I think?
Yeah.
I was just distracted then because a dog barked next door, but one next door a few doors, but it started off with the weird kind of squeaky noise, which I didn't quite understand.
Oh.
It went, "Whoa," and then started barking.
Perhaps it was yawning, dear.
I was talking, so...
I never said that.
I accept my
I never said that, but now you're saying
I know my place. I know my place. I was getting in before Muse did, because...
Yeah. Yeah. If you're daft enough to have a pop at Muse, mate, don't think that I'm going to back you up, mate. I'm staying firmly on the fence on this one. She'd probably say that I put you up to it.
No, she'd probably be like, damn, that's what I would have said.
Yeah.
Or she'll just go, yeah, too right.
In that the well-spoken man can never do anything wrong.
I cannot do anything wrong. I am the well-spoken man, apparently, allegedly. Yeah. According to the delightful Mrs. Workbench.
Oh, you creep.
Workshop.
You absolute creep.
Who has the most fantastic hair. And is really lovely.
Cost a fortune, that wig. Damn, I've gone and done it now.
Colin was never seen again.
Yeah.
That was the last anyone ever heard from Colin at Festa 67's workshop.
Yeah. Graham says, Muse, are you still there? Muse is always there, lurking, waiting for the chance to go, oi, you, behave.
Wind it in, yeah. She has the all-seeing eye. Possibly even two.
Let's get my spong of goodness into a decent shape. There you go. Bobbin says, I'd like to do the big Dora, but also would need to pay the mortgage. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing, mate, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It's nice to have those like once in a lifetime kind of treats, like dream kits, where it's one of those things that
yeah, it's a growl kit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's expensive and very rare, or one of those special kits that's like the Eagle Transporter or things like that, where it's very expensive, but it's a one in a lifetime kind of achievement kit.
Graham says, how is H? She's fine, Graham. She's absolutely fine, mate. Still as radiant as ever.
Yep. Hello, Mrs. Workbench. Workshop.
Yeah. And yes, Graham, I'm still scared, mate.
I'm scared for 30 years. That's because you know your place.
Absolutely. Too right.
You know what side the bread's buttered on.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to open this pack really carefully.
Oh, you're good.
Well, I need to get it in case I need to film it at some point. So
yeah, you need to make it look as if it's never been opened before.
Yeah, put it back in the box. Get back in your box. All brushes come with their own lid and a tube, which is good.
An ordinary tube or a tube?
Comes with a tube, a shiny plastic tube, and a lid.
Oh, look at you.
Should you require it. There we go. Get that on.
So that's a good question, actually, folks in the chat. What is your most coveted growl kit that you would dearly love to get? We all have growl kits. I managed to score one of mine last year, one of my growl kits, which was the Eagle Transporter. So yeah,
that would have been that was one of my growl kits. What are your grail kits now, then? Now you've built one. What would you say you've still got?
I have one grail kit left, which is Space Battleship Yamato.
Yeah.
That is one I would dearly love to do. So
I hope Bandai do bring it out, because Bandai tend to have a production run of a kit and then stop for 10 years and then bring it out. I do hope they do another production run of it. It
would be nice, but yeah, that's probably the one that's up there because
I would say you should watch the anime, but it's pointless me saying that.
It's pointless you saying that, mate, because I've still only ever watched one episode of Gundam, haven't I? So and Bluey. Just thought I'd get that one in before you did.
And Bluey. Yes. Any others?
No, that's it.
I don't actually know what my grail kits were. I had the Eagle on there as well.
Yeah.
I've done that. I would love to paint, but not build a Forge World Titan, a proper Forge World Titan, like a Warhound Titan, or even the big massive Titans they do. But I wouldn't want to build one because it's resin and it's 3 foot tall and it's well out of my comfort zone because you have to really pin them and reinforce them and stuff. It's a proper engineering job. I wouldn't want to build one, but I'd love to paint one. But I don't actually know if I have a grail kit now. Now I've built the Eagle. I would love somebody to do a model that doesn't exist, but I would love to do. Is I wish somebody did a really big, small scale, so really big model of the Tantive 4 from Star Wars: A New Hope. You know, the ship at the beginning.
Oh right, yeah.
There's a few small ones out there, but nobody does a real kind of nice big model of it, and that's a shame because I'd love to do that because it's a nice looking ship.
Yeah, Marcy says the original Elvira on the sofa. Yes, I had the chance of getting one of them last year, Marcy, and I wish I had now. I've got the one where she stood up. I built that many years ago, but
I know that kit, the Elvira on the sofa.
Yeah, it's the one with the little carpet monster under there. Yeah.
Is that the one with the? Is that the old that manufacturer that used to make all the figures? Not AMC. It might be an AMC or something.
Morbius, is it?
Mobius?
Mobius. Oh yeah, Morbius and Morpheus. No, that's the Matrix, wasn't it? Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was more vintage than that. I thought it was like an old 70s kit.
I think it's a Mobius one, isn't it, Marcy? She'll know. Yeah.
I also wish somebody did a big model kit of the Teltac cargo ships from Stargate.
Oh right, yeah.
The little triangular shaped little sort of cargo craft that they capture one of and fly around all the time.
Yeah,
the little one, because they're really nice. I've got a 3D printed one, but it's not very big.
Yeah. Graham says I'd like the 1/200th speeder bike from Star Wars. That's a good shout. Bobbins says I'd love a nice plastic kit of an Omega class destroyer from Babylon 5, the one with the big rotating section. That sounds pretty mint, mate.
I was never into Babylon 5.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be cool. So we got a bit of that. That's where I put it.
The drawer was opened.
Yeah, it's because I put the top half of the tank in there and couldn't find it.
Treasures were found within. Treasures confirmed.
Jeff says, I'd like to build high-quality models of the Mars rovers. Yeah, they would be good,
yeah.
Jeff. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, they would be good. Marcy says, yeah, the Mobius 2011, I think, but there are a few older things, yes.
All right. I was thinking it was like an old 70s.
Yeah.
Like you get the old vinyl horror Frankensteins and stuff.
Matthew Ward is insane evening, ladies. Evening, Matthew.
Hey, Matthew.
How the devil are you, mate? Let's just move my camera out so that people can actually see what
Right, I need to go and change my water because, unfortunately, the red water is tinting my whites.
Yeah, you go and change your water, dear.
Back in a second. Oh.
Yeah, good evening, Matthew. Hope you're doing well, mate. Colours there. That's for the so it's not the one I want. Where is it? There it is. There you go. Yep. So good evening, Matthew. Hope you're keeping well, mate. Right. Let's give that a shaky poos.
Here we go.
There you go.
I also wish that they made a model kit of the police cruisers from Space Precinct.
Oh, right.
There is an action figure scale toy which is massive and looks really cool, but it's not accurate. And they're out of print now. You can still get them, but they cost a fortune. But I wish there was an actual model kit of it.
Yeah.
That'd be good. That's a cool looking vehicle.
There you go. Little Lamia medium type stuff. Because I can.
Lamia medium. Yeah. Right,
It's
not too fussed if
Lamia
this is a bit.
and it's medium.
Not too fussed if this is scruffy.
He's not too fast.
If it is scruffy.
Scruffy. Yeah.
Scruffy striper. Don't know what that was.
Nor do
Over
I.
the top there, didn't I?
Yeah, you got a bit carried away there, mate.
Carried away, yeah.
Thought you was going to dig the spoons out then for a minute.
Well, I can go and get some. Spoons can be provided on request.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm not really fettle. I could fettle and fuss and get all these edges perfectly straight like there. And on this plate here, because obviously got a panel line there. But I don't need to because A, I'm going to put a wash on it anyway. But also I'm going to do chipping. And if there's any bits where like the stripe is particularly egregiously not quite clean, I can just put a chip on it.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
So it's near the front of the tank where all the chud gets into it. So what I do need to do though is clean up that trim around the edge because I went a bit messy on it.
That's why he's a guru.
I'm not a guru.
I know, but
I'm a GNU, I've told you. I'm a GNU.
He's a GNU.
How do you do? I don't like tea.
Especially that one. Other teas are available.
Mm-hmm.
Still a Barry's boy.
Yeah, if I was going to drink tea, it would be Barry's tea. Barry's tea or death. So that needs to be Zandri dust.
Yeah.
I just need to tidy up my little
I haven't
splodges.
done many Star Wars kits, to be honest with you. I did the AT-AT, didn't I, and the AT-ST, but I've never done a speeder. So, yeah.
There was a Revell speeder kit, but it's requires a lot of work.
Yeah, isn't that the one that Tony did?
Yeah.
Or was that the Bandai?
Oh no, that was the Bandai one. I think the Revell one was quite big. It was like action figure scale or something.
Yeah.
1/12 or something. Which is quite good. I did the yes. I did the very classic, very, very classic. I've got paint in my pot. I need to clean my pot out. I did the very classic AMT Snowspeeder.
Yeah.
Which is classic in the same way that, like, you know, Ed Wood films are classic. They're terrible.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was really big. It was like the size of a Baneblade, which was weird. Which was really nice, it being a really massive kit. But it had the pilots were, let's say, not quite human in their shapes.
Oh, right. Okay.
They were like human until the arms, which are then like a 300-foot long arm.
Yeah.
Because they didn't really design the cockpit in a way that a human would sit there. So it was like, we just had to make it look like it. It's weird.
Did they have them really annoying Warhammer gorilla butts?
No, they were just like, they're hard to explain. It looked like an old Gemini pilot figure, but they'd added loads of extra arms. And instead of the box on the front with the buttons and lights, they just basically sculpted in like what looked like a parachute. So,
right,
pack.
yeah.
So it was like, really? Yeah, they were great. The cockpit detail was minimal.
Yeah.
But the outside wasn't too bad. It was a big snowspeeder kit. But it's kind of legendary that they did the cockpit in such a way that if you put a normal shaped human figure in that cockpit, it just wouldn't work.
Oh, really?
It just wouldn't work because yeah. So, but it was a good kit. Other than that, that was the first kit I built when I got back into the hobby because it had been in my loft for like about 20 years.
Oh, right, yeah.
And because I didn't know about anything, and I was still painting with Tamiya paints, and I didn't have an airbrush, and I had forgotten everything from the 20 years ago, I didn't paint it in the cream colours. I painted it blue because that's all the colours I had.
Yeah.
So I painted it blue and made it a sea speeder and made it all rusted and corroded.
Yeah.
But all I actually had was some Tamiya blue paints and some Tamiya pigments, and I was like, I'll do what I can. It was pretty terrible. There may be photographs online somewhere, probably in an archive, but...
Post-it note.
I didn't actually return it. I didn't actually put it up on my website.
Yeah. I don't have any builds from when I lived at home because the big box that they was all in got bunged when my mum moved house.
Bunged?
Which, yeah, little bits of me died inside, but hey, you know.
Yeah.
It would be nice just to have some of them about, just so that you can look back, but hey, you know.
I've only got one kit from when I was a kid, and that's my little Kubelwagen with two German dudes. Two German dudes from the Field Kitchen set and the Tamiya Kubelwagen. Talking rubbish. It's the SAS Jeep I've got, which was when I was a kid.
I do have a large, it might be 1/8 scale even, Corvette.
Oh, yeah.
Corvette Stingray, and it was built in the 90s when I lived at my flat, and I didn't have any paint. So it is absolutely kit plastic, start to finish with kit chrome, and it's still in my cabinet, and I want to dig it out and really go to town on it. But part of me says, but it's a good one when you can put something like a large Jag next to it. When I've done that, and you'll be able to see how different the techniques are. So I don't know whether to revisit it or not.
I would say leave it because it's a signpost from your youth or from your younger years, and it's also possibly the only one you've got left. You said anyway. Yes. So I'd keep it. I'd keep it as it is.
Yeah, keep it as a vanilla build. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is how far I've come.
Yeah. So yeah, it's one of them, isn't it?
Yes. See, now you're going to get me quoting Gilgamesh. In those days, in those distant days.
Absolutely.
In those nights, in those long distant nights.
Everyone say good evening to Matthew. Nice to see you in, Matthew.
It was funny when I got back into the hobby, because my friend at the time, let's just say that, he was going through his midlife crisis, and so he couldn't afford a sports car, so instead we went to eModels and bought some model kits. Like you do.
Yeah.
And but just before that, I built this snow speeder, and it was funny because I got all my paints out from the loft, and it was literally like a few pots of Tamiya paints and a shoebox full of, a crappy metal nail file. And,
yeah.
I had one of the paper emery boards that you get for nails that I nicked off Mum, and all these kind of crappy brushes that I think I've still actually got some of those crappy brushes. And I didn't know in those days. It was just a case of I'd paint with Tamiya paints and wash it off in water, and I used to just get the kit, paint all the parts on the sprue, and then just build it. Because I was a heathen
started
in those
with
days.
the now emery boards, double-ended Humbrol paintbrush.
Oh, I never had that one.
Yeah,
but unlike most, I didn't start out on Humbrol paints though.
Yeah,
I didn't start out on that at all.
Still got a drawer full of Humbrol tins there.
Bro.
I think in the bottom of that drawer might even be a tube of Britfix. Yeah, I've got some Ormby with an H snot glue just up there.
I wonder if in the 70s anybody ever said to somebody who was going to shops, pick me up a thing of Britfix 77, would you, while you're out? And they came back with a bottle of whatever it was, Britvic.
Yeah, the yellow Britvic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They came back with a bottle of whatever, that Britvic soda water. I'd be like, wait, what? I didn't ask for that.
Yeah. There you go. Happy days, yes, he is the Rupert because he is pointing.
Right, I need to... This will do, I think, for this bit. I just need to do some little shading on it now.
Little bit of shading, not a lot of shading, just a little bit of shading.
A minimal amount. Right. I can report these brushes are really, really nice. I will be acquiring more. Right. So that's that bit. So now...
What you doing? What you doing? Tell me.
Now,
I want to know. I need to know all the things.
I'm trying to get the brush back in the tube without like splitting the bristles across the tube top like I always do because I'm an idiot. I'm like this. I'm like, get the brush in.
Yeah. It ends up like a chimney sweep's brush, doesn't it? It's like, yeah.
Yep. It never goes well. What I'm going to do now is the chipping on the red and white bits. But this will be manual chipping. This will be manual chipping, though, not sponge chipping.
Oh, right. I've got track wash to do yet, but I should do that at the very end because...
Yeah, because that's the do it, and then you've got to sit there for...
Absolutely.
4 hours. Right, so for the white stripe, which isn't white, I shall use actual white.
Yeah.
Because I can. And for the red chips, I shall use a pink colour. Oh, actually, no. Oh, hang on. Wait, no.
Marcy says, I still have some Humbrol tids. Yes, I've still got red oxide, whole red left over from when I did my London bus. Yeah. Been asked to do another London bus. I had an email through from someone. Couldn't build me one of them, could you?
Oh, cool.
So,
awesome.
Yeah. That's like...
I'm not going to do the chipping. That's good. I like that. Awesome, dude.
Yeah, so that'll be the 5th one. Be like, yeah.
Hey.
It's like, okay.
Ka-ching.
So, yeah, it's one of them. Been a while since I've done one.
It's been a while, Crocodile.
Yeah, so I'll fit that into the schedule somehow.
I'm going to do some shading on those stripes first, I've decided.
Graham says, Fox, was that the new brushes you showed at the start of the stream?
Those are the two I showed at the start, which is the little one and the long bristle brush, but I didn't use them yet because I decided to do that. So this was the softest medium filbert, which is that white one.
Filbert.
Nice. And the flat EBRSPH and EBRSUPHMM.
There you go.
Yes. That I used. But yes, I'm going to do a wash first, actually. I decided I like to get some like gradations on these stripes before I do the chips. I don't know why.
Yeah, gradations.
Yes. I always do the stripes on the front completely different to the rest of the tack. I don't know why. I just use completely different methods. I approach them in a completely different way. I don't know why. So what we're going to do, we use some Agrak Searchet, but I don't want to straighten with Agrak Searchet because it's too strong. So I'm going to 50-50 with some Lamian Medium.
Good for you.
Your friend and mine. Your friend and also mine. Medium of the Lamian. Which smells like applesauce. It does smell like applesauce. It's great.
Yeah, but don't taste it because it doesn't taste like applesauce.
No. So I'm going to take 2 blobs of Agrax Earth Shadings. And then we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, go for 5. 5 blobs of Lamian Medium, making sure you don't get any of the paint in the Lamian Medium bottle. There we go. And that should be, I'm not thinning it, I'm diluting it.
Yeah.
And that should be now light enough for me to get some of this on here. Because what I want to do is do a couple of coats just straight down like that.
You like that?
Vertical. You like that? Vertical strokes, because I want a kind of streaking effect. But it just means it's not too dark. It's not going to darken everything. I want it to go around all the rivets and create a shading. But also, I want it to give me a little bit of streaking while I'm doing it. So I can be quite generous with it. Slap it on, slap it on.
Slap it on, he says.
What are you doing, Carl?
I am brushing a figure with
You're
a
your tank commander.
extremely thin blend of Lamian Medium and Abaddon Black.
Ooh, is that your tank commandery dude?
Yeah, I've done him, and I've got the other geezer with the gun.
Oh, right. Oh, you got your gunner as well, haven't you? I did one.
Yeah. So
I was far too lazy. I just did the tank commander.
yeah, so a very, very thin blend, 2 thin coats.
2 things. I see what you did there.
That was good, wasn't it?
Right, so that's 1 coat of my diluted, diluted Lamian Medium. If you want to do a wash like that, if you're using these like shades, and you're not sure if it's going to be too dark, start by diluting it down with some medium.
Yeah.
Because then you can do 1 wash, and if it's not bright, not dark enough, you can go in with a bit more, and you go in with a bit more. You can always increase the amount. Because when that dries, it'll fade away a little bit, and I can add more, and then I can start adding more at the tops and bottoms, and I can start building a dimension to it. So what's your method been for these dudes then?
Very thin Abaddon Black and Lamian Medium, mate. And a very, very tiny thin brush. Almost doing it as a glaze.
Yep.
So,
just to get it in the wreath. Have you they're all painted up and you're just giving them some depth?
No, they're getting a base coat, mate.
Oh, right. I get you.
Yeah, the clue was in I'm just basing them with a bit of black.
You did say that, didn't you?
I did,
I'll go and read that comment again.
Yeah, so, yeah. Bit of my own brew Lamian Medium, because I can.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just running across into all of the bits and pieces, just to give them a base coat.
Bits and pieces? I'm not going to sing that.
Then they'll have a Zandri dust dry brush over them, just to bring out some of the highlights.
Lovely.
So, yeah.
If you've never used a medium before, by the way, folks, we keep talking about this Lamian Medium. If you've never used a medium before, for acrylic paints, if you want to make the paint more transparent without making it behave differently, that's when you need a medium. You're not thinning it, you're just making it, you're diluting it, so you're making it more transparent. So we're talking about Lamian Medium, which is Citadel's medium. It's just a paint with no colour in it. Others are available. Viejo do one. I think AK do one. There's a few different acrylic mediums. They might be called glaze mediums as well, but they're just paint with no colour.
Festus Fluids does one. Lamian Medium type stuff. It's sticky and it's medium.
It's medium. If you got a large one, would it be a Festus medium large?
Yeah.
See what I did there? You see what I did there?
I did.
You see what the people are getting for their money?
Yeah. Yeah, from the Festus Fluid range.
Get yourself some Festus Fluids.
I actually asked someone whether I was thinking of releasing it. Yeah.
Get Pete, mate, to get some manufacturing going.
Yeah.
I've no idea what I was drawing. I did a drawing on my pad to show somebody something on a stream once. I've got no idea what it was because now it makes no sense to me at all. I don't know what that is.
Oh, that's one of your... I'll get my pad out and draw something when you do... Yeah.
Yeah, I might have been talking about cellar spiders, maybe. I don't know. Or
Marcy
sea spider.
says, every paint line has them. Exactly, Marcy.
Yep. See, if you thinner paint by adding thinners to it or water, if it's an acrylic, then you're changing how it behaves. Its surface tension changes and it behaves differently. So if you're wanting to, if you're, say, brushing on a base coat and you can add a little tiny bit of water from your brush and that's fine. That's just thinning it enough so it'll flow properly. But if you want to, say, just get it a bit thinner still, then that's when you want to add a medium.
Yeah.
So it still behaves the same way. It still has the same surface tension, and it just it doesn't. It's a bit more transparent. So if you're making glazes and things like that, that's when you can use a medium. Like I'm basically glazing this Agrax shade on.
Yeah, a bit like when. Ouch! Excuse me. A bit like when I made my Lamenters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a glaze, basically.
Basically a glaze. So.
Yep. Glaze is like a transparent colour.
Glaze.
I got the Citadel tint set.
Oh, did you?
Which is a set of like little tiny pots of their basically just like purest, most opacest of their paint colours.
Yeah.
With like just like massive amounts of pigment, and you could literally add one tiny brushful of that to a pot of laminate medium to make a whole new colour.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, they don't make them anymore. Those sets, and I've never actually used it, and I don't know if I want to use it now because it's like
it's going to be like ends chief, isn't it?
Because they're always like, if you want to mix your own specific, basically, if you want to make your own colour in the Citadel range, you could just get some medium and some of their tints and just some of their, And now I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that now. So I don't know if you can see on camera, but that first coat of the diluted Agrax Earthshade, you can't really see it. It's darkened it a little bit, and it's got a little hint on the rivets, but it's so minimal, and that's good because I can build it up now.
You're a rivet.
You're made of rivets.
Damn it.
I'm getting McDonald's thoughts. Is that bad?
No, that's good. McDonald's thoughts are good. Did I put
Double
it?
Big Mac. Can you use pigment powder for tire marks on a road as it's for Starsky and Hutch Dio, says Graham McRobert. Yeah?
Yeah, you can do, mate.
Yeah.
Use a chisel brush.
Yeah,
one of them.
Chisel brush. Yeah, or if you've not got one of them, if you've got one of the little sponge applicator things with the sponge on the end.
Gently do your skid marks.
Skid marks. Yeah.
Ew, skid mark.
Just remember, when you put pigments down, when you put a varnish over the top of them, they tend to fade a bit, so put your pigments on, varnish over it, and if it fades a bit, just go over some up and keep building it up. Or put on more than you think you need, and then it'll kind of reduce down a bit. Just use them, Foxy, otherwise they'll dry up. They're still working, actually. They're still fine. They're all sealed, so...
Yeah. They're there for using, Marcy, aren't they, love?
Yeah, well, I keep thinking every now and then, but I never come around to a situation where I actually need to use them. I might do some of those Space Marines that have the blue-silver armour. It's like very lightly blue-silver armour. And that's where you add the bright blue to your silver colour, but I keep not doing them. So.
Right. One of them on there. Have you? I'm off.
One of them. It's for a chase dio. Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, pigments. If you're never, ever, ever going to touch the diorama once you've done it, and it's going to be a shelf queen, then you don't actually have to fix the pigments anyway with a varnish. You only have to put a varnish on a model if it's going to be handled. So you could get away with get it exactly like you like it. Get all the base built and painted, and then varnish it, and then do your pigment tire marks. And when you get them exactly as you like them, done. Just don't touch them again. Try and go for some pigments that are a bit sticky, like the Tamiya ones are quite sticky. I don't know about the... Who else does pigments?
AK, MIG, UMP do pigments.
I don't know how sticky their pigments are. I can only speak from experience. That's the Tamiya ones because they're in the little makeup palettes. Yeah. They're quite sticky.
I tend to go over them with a very thin mist of airspray once they're done. Spray it up in the air and let it fall down onto the pigment. I find works better for me. But
yeah.
Also, another way that I can apply pigment
oh, sorry,
is using my patented Festa 67's workshop pigment squisher.
Ooh.
Put the pigment in the jar, squish, squish, and it blows it out the nozzle. Done.
I'm disappointed it doesn't make a comedy vintage car horn noise. Like that.
There you go. So
I've seen somebody using one of those to put talcum powder on CA glue, but I can't remember who it was.
Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of another way that I can do it. So yeah.
Yeah. Always varnish. If it gets dusty, you try to clean it. It won't ruin it. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True. Why am I blowing on that? That's not want to dry.
Absolutely, Marcia. You're bang on there. And this is a thinned down blend of track wash to start with, just to get it to flow into the recesses. Bit of artist's light spirit.
Artists.
I like to do a thinned down coat first before I go over it with any of the thicker stuff, just to give this something to bite onto.
Give it a nice bite.
Yeah, like a good bite. That sounded wrong, didn't it?
Okay, my wash is still kind of usable. It's not dried up yet, so put some more on. More on.
Yeah, she's made golden. Yeah.
Again, trying to keep some streakiness.
You like a bit of streaking, don't you, dear?
Yeah, I don't know why I do stripes this way. That I kind of pre-weather them before I with shade before, and I don't do this with anything else. But on stripes, I do. I don't know why.
It works. That's why.
It's just weird the way I do it.
Yeah,
That's
but you
there,
are
so-
weird. You're naturally
yeah, there is
weird. He's weird, isn't he, folks?
I'm made of weirdness, and a story I shall tell. Right, so we'll leave that one to sit and do its thing. Another diluted coat.
That was full-blown
So
finger bobs mode there, wasn't it?
I think it was from this program called The Storyteller
Yeah.
on children's TV. I'm the storyteller.
Graham says, I'd like to see a 2-foot Yoda as a kit. Yeah,
That'd be life size?
Oh, yeah, because he's only wee, isn't he?
I still say I want to see a model of a Clone Wars tactical droid. That nobody makes one. A nice big one. Because tactical droids are the best droids in that whole series.
Okay.
They're awesome. And I want some. And they look great.
Take your word for that.
They look fantastic. The original ones, not the ones that come later in the series where they got 3 eyes because they look rubbish.
I don't know which ones you mean.
We know that.
Yeah. Because I'm useless.
We know. Whenever I make mention of a TV show, it's never aimed at you, Carl.
No.
You know that. I throw it over your head to the audience.
Yeah. I am that bad, folks. I really am.
You are. Bless you.
Don't ever change.
Right, so while I'm sitting waiting for this to dry, folks, take advantage of the fact that I'm looking at the chat. Ask questions. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Redline says he saw a resin garage kit of the Nostromo many years ago in a little model shop in New Cross. I should have bought it. Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Graham says he wants to use that for his Starsky and Hutch Dio. Oh, nice one, mate.
I've
Look
got
forward
the
to
tune in
seeing
my head.
that.
I can't sing it. I
Yeah.
mustn't sing it. Start chin husk.
I thought we did there. Car keys and clutch.
Spectacles, testicles, wallet and watch. The thing is, I don't need to worry about the wash on this stripes too much going around the rivets and stuff and making a shade effect, because I'll be doing that with the washes later with the enamels.
Yeah.
This is just to give it a slightly dirty look.
Dirty look. Dirty.
Filthy, dirty, filthy, dirty. I'm really hungry. I need some filth.
So have you decided McDonald's, yeah?
Well, everywhere else is closed. My local kebab supplier will be closed at 10:15. They're
Yeah.
already closed. All the other places that do like nice curries and stuff, they've all closed. The only ones that are open when I go on to Just Eat, if I go into the Show Me Who's Open, it's all the really ropey little burger shops.
Yeah.
That you go, I ordered one night. It was 3 a.m, and I was like really hungry.
Yeah.
So I went on, and they had like one place that did burgers. I'm like, 3 a.m, get in.
Oh, get in there.
So I ordered their half-pound cheeseburger with salad and everything. So what do you want on it? Do you want salad? Yes. Do you want mayo? Yes.
Retro apparently is currently sewing their pants back together.
I think we need an explanation on that one.
Yeah.
So I said, yes, I want salad, I want relish, I want mayo, I want everything. And what I got when it turned up was a bag of chips, a bun, a slice of meat, and a bun. There was no salad, no. It was like, wow, that's just not good. Them tracks are looking good.
Getting there, isn't it?
It's amazing how you go from bluey grey colours to like rust, isn't it?
Yeah. And that's why Go on.
I was going to say, what are you actually using for your rust wash?
Trap wash and mineral spirits, like I told you just now.
You said that earlier, didn't you?
50-50 mix, because I like to thin it right down. Easier to do multiple coats than one thick coat.
Yeah.
And
it build it up in different places.
Once it dries up, it'll dull down a bit, and then then I can dust some pigment powders over it, and
Mm-hmm. Is that the ammo or the AK trap wash?
Hold up, man. It's easy, 2 secs. There you go.
There you go. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, that's the stuff I've got. It's good, that stuff.
Yeah. It's just I have brush in my hand as well then, but yeah. And it's just, and then I can use it to do the bottom just to rusty it right down where it's been going over dirty ground. And so, yeah. And I enjoy using it, to be honest with you, because it gets in all the crooks and nannies when you thin it right down like this.
I have to admit, on mine, I've not actually done anything with the underside because you're never going to see it.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to go on a little base as well, but I still know it's there. And
I've just been lazy. I've done that bit.
Yeah.
I've not done anything on this.
I thought I would be the ultimate in laziness and just do a streaky, dirty, rusty, filthy bottom.
Nothing wrong with that. I think my excuse was I'm going to filthy, dirty bottom. I think I'm just going to cover the base there in like dirt.
Yeah.
And soil. So it's, although in reality that's about 6 foot off the ground, so it probably wouldn't normally be covered in.
Exactly. Now,
It's about 7 foot off the ground. Yeah, now I feel bad that I haven't done it.
But
you kind of forget the scale of these
simple,
things.
Isn't it? Because it's,
Yeah, you forget the scale of these tanks. That's about 8 foot off the ground. Oh. Yeah, not that dirty then.
But yeah, and then like I say, once that's all dried off, I can then dust some pigments in there, and because I've got the other side of the wheels to paint yet, and I just realised that it's like, I haven't painted them yet. So.
I always forget the wheels.
Yeah.
Are you going to paint tyres on the wheels or have them all metal?
No, I've painted tyres on one side because, I remembered that I had painted them.
Yeah, I've got to do mine,
I've got to do the other side yet. He's just trying to turn it over without touching the track wash, but there you go. There you go, there's the tyres. Painted last week on last week's eModels stream, dear.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yes, I've not done tyres on mine yet.
This is
painting the tyres.
This is that stage where you can't put the model down on the bench now because,
Yeah, you can't actually do anything now apart from with the other bits of the tank.
Exactly. So, I can do the undersides of the sponsons.
Sponsoniums.
So I can give them a bit of a larrapin.
Mm-hmm. I think what I might do with mine is I've still got all the details to paint on the tank, all the different colour details once I've done all the chipping.
Yeah.
So what I might do is get all the chipping done, and then do my tracks like you did yours, and then once I've done that and the tracks are drying, I can then go and paint all the other details on the rest of the tank.
I've got my hyper detail stuff that I'm going to do right at the very end.
Yes.
Because, like I say, you got washes and that to go on, and a lot of it will need to be reapplied, so I might as well just do it all at the end. I
mean, I've got all the like bolters and stuff to paint and the figure and all that kind of stuff. So when it comes to actually putting the enamel weathering on the body of the tank itself, that's going to be a case of put it on and can't do anything then.
Yeah, that's it.
That'll be a reading the chat live stream.
That's why I do it right at the very end, just to
Yeah. Graham McRoberts says, right, guys, I'm off up early in the morrow. Take care, Graham. Thanks for coming in.
Graham. Thanks for coming in, mate.
Rabbit explains, work pants right where the pocket is on the right side, got it caught on something and tore a 5-inch vertical hole.
Oh, yeah. Know that feeling, mate. Yeah.
I was very naughty. In my youth, I was very naughty. I'm going to admit this publicly now.
You go careful.
I may have done something slightly naughty. I bought myself some Converse sneakers because I love me some Converse sneakers. And I went into Manchester, got some sneakers, came back home, and we were messing about in my mate's garden. We were kicking this ball around, and I kicked this ball, and sticking out the ground was a little metal pipe. It's the pipe you put your spinny hair clothes dryer thing in.
Yeah.
It was one of them, but it was sticking up from the ground, and it cut a gash right down the side. It didn't hurt me. It just cut a gash right down the side of the sneaker from front to back, like straight line, perfect cut, ripped it open.
Yeah.
And I've literally just bought these like that afternoon. I'm like, oh, gutted. So I kind of went back to the shop and said, yeah, I got these home, and I put them on, and like they've just ripped.
Good man.
And they're like, okay, do you want a replacement? Yeah, please.
Good man.
I was very young at the time. It was many, 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 many years ago.
Yeah, but we all do
That shop is no longer there, probably. Right, I shall do another wash of the brown. What I'm going to do is kind of focus the wash now towards the top and bottom, just so it looks brighter in the middle. Again, I don't know why. I don't know why I do that.
It works, though, mate, doesn't it?
It doesn't look realistic, but it just looks interesting, kind of. And then what I'll do before I finish with that is then I'll do some little... I'll work in the original like colours in the middle of the stripes to bring out a highlight. And then I'll do all the chipping and weathering on top.
Right.
Just so it's not a flat colour.
Let's have a look, Elu, at the turret, because I can get on and do something on that whilst that's drying off.
Get on and do your turret.
Get your turrets here. Free for £1.
Free for a pain.
Yeah, Retro says the staples I used as a temporary hold kept the pants from ripping further, good man. Just as well it weren't on the backside then. If you had sat down on them staples, you'd have been doing the river dance, mate.
Oh, God, yeah. I remember putting thumbtacks, push pins, drawing pins, into the heels of my shoes at school.
So it sounded like Blakey's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'd all fall out within about 3 minutes, then the sole of the shoe would just fall apart, but hey.
Yeah, Blakey's and quarter tips. Do you remember them?
Yeah. I think when I was in my last year at school, I actually got some proper little Blakeys on the heels. It was so great. But then I realised after about a week, it was really annoying to have every time you walked around.
That on an icy day. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you slip over with your Blakeys in.
And grip denied.
Yeah.
I remember what that was.
What was that?
I was talking about sea spiders.
Yeah.
That's a sea spider from above.
Yeah.
And that's the front view with the body and then legs. Because sea spiders are basically 99% legs, and there's like a little ring of stuff in the middle. So I was talking about sea spiders.
Yeah, you sea spiders, yeah.
That's an amoeba. I was talking about amoebas, I think, or single-celled organisms at one point. I talk about a lot of things on live streams.
I know. He does talk a lot about silly things, doesn't he, folks? See what I did?
Jellyfish.
You're a jellyfish. You're made of jellyfish.
Yes.
This is what we're like, folks. The insults me and him send on Xbox Messenger. It's bad, isn't it?
That was a map of my day trip to Warhammer World. There's a 432 outside that looks like a rhino. There's the Forge World shop. You go in the front door and there's a shop where you spend all your money, and there's the bar with the beer.
Yeah, he threatened me that if ever I went up there, he would just push the wheelchair straight into Forge World and leave me there.
And then I've got that written out for when Festa tries to blame me about something.
Sorry, mate, I was having a swig of drink, mate.
I was waiting for a reaction where, when you accuse me of something, I can be like, nope, lies, shenanigans.
That's all right, I don't mind. I don't mind. I take my punishment. I'm not scared. Well, yeah, I am, actually.
No, you're only scared of H. You're scared of nothing apart from H. And that's the way it should be.
Petrified of H. I don't mind admitting
that is the correct way. That is the correct way.
Where did I put it?
Do.
I found it not long ago.
When you were a kid at school,
If it's
did you ever have the thing where your mum had to turn your trousers up because they were too long?
yeah,
And did she use the iron-on stuff that you put in the strip of stuff that you put in?
Yeah,
Never worked, did it? After about a week,
Yeah.
they just all...
and not only that, it used to really grate as well if it rubbed on your leg where the end was coming back down. It was like,
Yeah. You'd be like,
it's flailing my skin, Mum. Grow a pair should go.
yeah, Wonderweb, that's what it's called.
Wonder Web, yeah.
2 of them. Yeah, Grexer shade. One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Get your Agrax Earthshade here. 3.
Grexer shade.
£4.
They are the tears of Duncan. The tears of Duncan milked from his eye sockets.
Oh, please don't discuss milking Duncan.
Well, that's the old joke, is that the way they make Grexer shade is they show Duncan a picture of models that haven't been painted with too thin coats, and they collect his tears.
Oh, right.
And that's where Grexer shade comes. It's Duncan's tears, you see.
Oh, I get it.
They make him sad. Right, so what I'm trying to do here is just build it up on the top and bottom a little bit.
Ooh, he wants to build it up on his bottom. See what I did?
I like a nice built-up bottom. Again, sticking with the streaks, but trying to avoid the middle a little bit. And because it's got medium in it, it behaves like paint. It doesn't just dribble down. I'm only putting a little bit on. So I can splond it on like that.
Splond it on. I love that phrase.
I mean, it is a good way to do weather. If you've not got any other way to weather something and you just want some light dusty effects, this isn't actually a bad way to do it. If you're not going to be doing anything else, and you're not going to be using enamels and stuff, it is a nice way to get, especially with reds and whites,
Yeah.
to get some light. You're not really weathering it. You're distressing it a bit,
Yeah.
making it look like there's grime build up a little bit.
You're a grime build up.
Grime build up. It's the way forward. When I were a lad, it were grand. Don't know what that was all about.
John Christmas is in. Says, hi, guys. Hope
John.
you are well. Hello, John. How are you, my friend? Nice to see you,
Hello.
mate. To see you nice and all of that.
Nice to see you. To see you nice.
There you go, a little bit of...
Rabbit says, I suppose I should mention that I'm still in the pants as I'm sewing them back up. I hope I don't sew my boxers into them.
Oh,
Which means you have done already.
yeah, be very, very careful when you sew in certain areas, mate, because my eyes are watering now just thinking about it, mate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a gentleman of generous proportions, it could get quite embarrassing.
And very sore. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think you'd instantly know if you'd done that.
Oh, there would be lots of toe trembles, wouldn't there?
Yeah, but just make sure you haven't sewn certain hairs
Yeah.
into the weave of your trousers. That would be unfortunate.
JC Bricks is in. Evening, Colin Fox are all in chat. Hello, James. How
Hey,
you
mate.
doing? John says, sat watching with a bacon butty and a glass of wine. Real class. Happy days.
Bacon butty.
Paul D. Tommaso is in saying hello. Hello, Paul. How are you, my friend?
Hey, Paul.
Lovely
Hello,
to
buddy.
see you. To see you.
would
Lovely, mate. See?
I would love a bacon butty right now, but all the bacon's frozen.
You're made of bacon butties. Bacon pitters. Now, oh, yeah.
Oh,
Plenty of brown sauce. Get in. God, I want a bacon pitter now. Bacon and banger pitter.
Have you got non-frozen bacon available?
No,
Curses.
I ain't got any bacon, mate.
Ugh. H has gone down in my estimation.
Yeah, I got no bacon. Oh, no bacon. Oh. But see, if I had bacon, that would mean me attempting to make my own bacon pitter. And how well do you think that would go?
Yeah, that would go about as well as you expect.
Because I am that daft, I'd put it in the pitter and put it all in the toaster in the hope that would, yeah. Because, yeah.
Well, that wouldn't work. Would that not work? Wouldn't it?
I don't know, mate. I'd have a go.
Isn't that just like making a bacon hot pocket? Surely that'd work.
I put buttered bread in the toaster once, thinking it would melt the butter into the bread. No.
Dear
I know, mate.
What if you got like a piece of bread, and then that stuff that you put on bread that you can put on the grill that's like mushroom and bacon or whatever it is, the spready stuff.
Oh, I know.
Toast
stuff,
toppers.
Yeah.
Yeah, toast toppers. Could you put that between 2 slices of bread and then put that in the microwave in the toaster?
I'd have a go.
That'd work, wouldn't it?
You know me, mate.
Yeah, that'd work. Definitely brown sauce, says John Christmas.
Yeah.
Brown sauce.
How do you think that would work for me, folks? Just saying.
Yeah, make a toast topper sandwich and stick it in the toaster.
Yeah.
I think it'd work. I think you'd be on a winner.
Yeah, I think I'd get gunned down at dawn, mate.
Yeah, but if it works, you've invented a new kind of student food, so students around the world will be grateful. In the UK, will be grateful to you forever.
Oh yeah, I can. Yeah. Could just imagine the reaction of H, couldn't you?
Oh yeah. Muse says, I have bacon, lettuce, and some tomato. That sorts out my dinner.
Oh, Marcy, road trip.
Yeah.
Road trip to Marcy's. See you later, Fox. I'm off. Going to see Marcy.
Bye. Bye.
Yeah. So, quick, book the flight. Yeah, just imagine Marcy going, don't you dare turn up on my doorstep. Yeah.
How very dare you, don't even think about it.
Oh, good shout, John. He says, put bread, bacon and egg in an air fryer. Heaven. Ooh.
Ooh. What's an air fryer? I've got a thing that we put chips in and it spins around.
It's a fryer that uses air.
Is that what we've got there? We put chips in this thing and we turn it on. And
yeah, you've got one already, mate.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The instructions just say chips, but I suppose you could put things in there.
Oh, mate, you know me. I'd put everything in it. I'd try and dry a model in it. You know what I mean? Because why not?
You'd be like, H, I may have tried to put soup in the air fryer. Sorry. We need a new air fryer. But also, we need a new air fryer.
She's got one, and I am under strict instructions not even to cast a lingering glance at it, mate. Because I asked her what it was, and I went, and she went, that is not a food That is a you thinking, what could I use that for my models? I went,
I was just about to say, yeah, that's not a food at all.
How did you know? How did she know?
Because she's been married to you for 30 years, dude. There's nothing she doesn't know.
Yeah.
You know, when it comes to shenanigans, you've kind of like a 3-piece jigsaw.
Yeah, I've kind of used them all up, haven't I?
Yeah. In fact, I'll be generous. You're like a 4-piece jigsaw.
Yeah, cool. That is generous for you.
Yeah.
Right, let's have a look at that.
Never let it be said I'm not generous.
Have a look at that, because I might.
Have you a look at that?
I might be able to put that on its side, paint the other side of their wheels, because it's bugging me that I haven't painted them yet.
I shall let the viewers into a little secret.
What's that?
You can actually use hairdryer on enamel washes.
Yeah, but I don't want to get my hairdryer out on air, mate.
No, not on a live stream, obviously.
No.
But just in case anybody's wondering, you can not like if you just got that. If you got that track, this is for the audience. If you got that track wash out of the pot and just slathered it all over your tracks, neat and thick, you wouldn't want to hairdryer that because you might end up with thick blobs where it congeals.
You're a thick blob.
Because you want it to air dry and self-level. But if
sounded so wrong, didn't it?
I actually had my hand on my belly when you said that, and then my brain went, "He's not wrong."
Yeah, we are bad.
Yeah, but if you've done like washes or like Festa did, he diluted it down a bit, where it's basically just a glaze. You can hairdry. Same with oil paints. You can hairdry them to help them dry.
It's pretty much dry now, mate. If I'm honest, it really has. Yeah. But yeah, for its first initial couple of coats, I like how that's gone on, to be honest with you.
Yeah. The only downside with these tracks on this Baneblade is that when you do like a track wash like that, what you do then is you go back over the raised bits with silvers or with your graphite to make them look like the steel's been rubbed clean.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unfortunately, on these tracks, 99% of the track is actually the raised surface detail.
Yeah, that's what my graphite pencil's there for, mate. But I can't do it yet because it's not fully dry.
Well, that's. The trick with this is because all the surface detail is raised, you either come out with silver tracks with brown in the recesses, or you don't have enough shiny detail. That's only the downside to this kit is the tracks.
Yeah, they're a bit lame, aren't they?
Yeah, because normally you have like a little raised rib or something, and you can just make some even more metal. But these, it's quite tricky to do.
But yeah, with that, I can go back and do all my detail. But it's only had its wash on there, dude. I hadn't forgotten.
Oh no, I was just explaining to the audience.
Right,
about
sorry, I thought you were stating the obvious with me. It's like, dude, I've
no,
finished
I was explaining
yet.
to the audience. No, I was explaining to the audience how the tracks are like awkward in that design.
Yeah, they're not the greatest, are they?
Yeah.
I mean, in an ideal world, you would actually build it in sub-assemblies, paint all the sub-assemblies, then join it together. But, yeah. It's not necessarily always possible with the Baneblades, is it? Let's be honest.
No. But it's just that raised detail is... I don't know if you can see it on camera if I hold mine up. You've got the skull and the eagle wings and the bits on the sides. And if you did all them silver like a real track would be, you've basically got silver tracks.
Yeah.
So it's like... I've never yet figured out a good way to realistically do that on these tracks, other than on the edges of the track pieces.
Absolutely. PJ's in, says I, Colin and Fox. Hello, PJ. How you doing, mate?
Hello.
Nice to see you in, mate.
Nice to see you. John Christmas says, the kitchen is mine, wife banned, got 100 bottle wine fridge and wife banned from my knives.
PJ says, oh, Colin with an hairdryer, the irony. Evening, lads. Yes, I do have an hairdryer, PJ, actually, but, you know.
You have an hairdryer and an airdryer.
Absolutely, mate. Because, PJ is pointing out that I've got a bald head, like it bothers me. It's like, yeah.
Have you got a bald head, Con?
Apparently so. But, yeah, you know, the irony, bless him. At least it doesn't look like I'm wearing a wig.
This is the thing that gets me, right? I know it's different for different men, but like my dad went... knocking the camera. My dad went bald at the back. He had the ring of baldness at the back.
Oh,
I haven't, thankfully. Yeah. Thankfully, I've not got that. I've inherited my mum's hair, which means I've not got a bald spot.
Yeah.
But my hair's receding. My fringe goes back, miles every day.
Yeah.
And it's like, if ever it gets too far back, I'll be like, I'll just...
So what I did, I lost my hair very rapidly over a 3-month period. It started with a bald oval on the side of my head, just above my ear.
Yeah.
And it was right down to the smooth skin. And I had about 5 patches over my head over the period of 3 months, and I had very long hair at the time. And I just thought, obviously something's going on, so rather than fight it, I just bicked my head.
Yep.
And I've never grown hair since, so yeah.
And the thing is that I know, men can get quite conscious of bald spots and things like that. And it's not to be mocked.
Don't bother me. It can be
quite distressing. It can be quite, it can be quite distressing for someone who's had nice hair. But it's always like, can you not just shave it? Because most people look quite good with shaven head.
It honestly doesn't bother me. It saves me a fortune in haircuts.
Yeah.
I sit there and I bick my head. My boy does a Turkish once a month on there, and it's never bothered me because it's only hair at the end of the day. It's,
It does surprise me that more men, when they get to that point, don't just shave it because,
Yeah, you do see some comb-overs and wig-like hairdos, and it's like, why bother?
Just shave it, dude. Just shave it. Just go for the Benjamin Sisko look.
Yeah.
You'll always look good.
Absolutely, it's one of them.
You're one of them.
My boys, they're nearly 30 now, and they've got beautiful heads of hair, so...
Well, I think, like I said, I've inherited my mum's hair genes, so I've got... Like, by my age, my dad was basically white and had a bald spot on the back.
Yeah.
Now, I'm in a way, I'm glad I haven't got his hair gene because I'd have the bald spot. But at the same time, I'm jealous that I've not got his hair gene because I want white hair.
Yeah.
I want like a white beard and white hair because you always look good with white. It's just awesome looking.
Why don't you dye it then?
Because then it just looks like you've got dyed hair.
Yeah, but you had a fake ponytail, so you might as well dye your hair. See what I did?
That was a stopgap. Besides, that requires effort. And I don't want to make any effort.
Absolutely. So, it's really weird. I don't think I would look right with hair now, to be honest with you. It's one of them. I've got so used to not having it, but yeah.
I mean, I will pay good hard cash to see a photograph of you with actual hair just to see what it's like. But it's a bit like...
Yeah.
It's a bit like...
watching Star Trek and you see like Patrick Stewart have a flashback to his youth where they've put a wig on him and it's like, yeah. That's not right. And like you see him in, you see Patrick Stewart in I, Claudius and he's got curly blonde hair and he's like, wah!
Just think how odd Telly Savalas and Yul Brynner looked with her, and then you might, yeah. There are my wedding photos I had here when I got married, but...
Yeah. Helen sorted that and it all... Yeah, I got married to Helen and then all my hair fell out. I can't imagine why.
Yeah.
It's living in fear all your life.
But no, it was really quick. It was just one of them things. And so that was it. I just made that conscious decision of, rather than people go, what's them bald spots on your head? Was just shave it all off. So that's what I did. And it grows as a stubble now and then, but I still have the oval patches on my head where hair's never grown back. So if I grew it, I'd have these big ring bald spots all over my head like a Dalmatian. So what's the point?
Yeah. Well, it's like me. I mean, I've over the last couple of years, for no reason at all that I can discern, I've developed psoriasis on the back behind my left ear.
Yeah.
So I can see through my hair like this red circle. And then there's like a red circle and then a perfectly geometrically straight line and then a perfectly geometrically correct triangle.
All right, yeah.
Almost like something's been pressed onto my head and left a red mark, but it's not. Yeah. It's just naturally occurring geometrically perfect triangle of red. So it's like, I'd have that if I shaved my head.
I've got an oval patch about yay big on the side of my torso because obviously I'm like a Wookiee. That's as bold as a coat, and I've got patches down my legs that are like it as well. So it's just one of them things.
I've got a little bald patch on one leg on the shin where I gouged the leg open once. Yeah, and that bit never grew back.
But
John Christmas says people
go on.
John says people who bald at the front think a lot of people bald at the back are brainy, and people that are bald all over think they are brainy.
Yeah. One of them, mate. It's
one of them. I just want white hair.
It's funny though saying that, PJ. I went in the Superdrug once and bought a pack of blue eyeshadows and 2 cans of Bristow's hairspray, and the look I got off of this woman with my shiny bald head was gold, mate. Absolute gold. And I agree, and I did in mortal lines. I'm a scale modeller, and luckily H went, he is. That's what they're for. And then she got outside and went, damn it, I should have said, no, you're not. But, yeah.
Oddly, I was actually clearing a shelf in the bathroom yesterday and found 2 tins of Bristow's hairspray.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, did I put that in here because I actually had longer hair at the time and I was actually using it? So I can't be.
Did you used to use it on your ponytail?
No, I didn't have that. I didn't have hairspray in them days.
Yeah, no, but
I don't know why I put it in the bathroom because I don't use hairspray. So
he does really, folks. It's got the Brill cream bounce.
I used to use hairspray in the 80s when I had collar length hair, and I was trying to get it to look relatively nice.
Oh, but when you had your mullet.
No, I didn't have mullets. I had more of not a flick. But it was like that kind of 80s hairstyle where it's like a short back and sides, but you have it over the front and it kind of comes down.
You had a boof on, didn't you?
No, not a boof. Not Marge Simpson.
Yeah, did you? Did you have Christopher Walken hairdo? A pompadour?
Yeah, Christopher Walken. No. Yeah. No, it was that kind of. I don't know what it was called. It's like a wedge shape, but it just kind of curls down. I don't know. It's just whatever my hair did because it had a wave to it.
John says he can't grow a beard as he's got a massive bald spot on his chin.
Chin. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I can't grow me goatee and it's like, yeah, I'm not bald. I've just got my head on upside down.
But, John, you can still grow an epic moustache and make up for it that way.
That's a good shout. Yeah.
Epic you could grow like a proper wild Resh yard brush moustache.
Proper wire up.
Yeah, or do a proper porn moustache where it kind of goes along and then down the sides like a Hulk Hogan style, but no middle bit, just like that kind of shape. Upside down U.
Hulk and his Hogan.
Yep. Right, that's almost dried now.
Happy days.
You can see It's not done a lot of shading to it. It's not really put a lot of shade around the rivets, apart from down there. But wasn't into that. But it's added this nice, slightly rusty, slightly leached discoloration to the white and the red. Yep, and that's exactly what I was looking for. What I will do is go back. Or will I? Maybe I won't. Sometimes I like to go back with a brighter red again, just to bring out the middle section of it, and then fade it up to the bottom top. But I don't think I'll do that on this one, just to give it a sort of a bit of contrast. But I don't think I will on this one, because I know what's coming later for the weathering. So I think I'll leave it as that. It looks like it's had the rain running down and leaching rust. I like Agro Search. It's a really nice colour for that.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. So that'll do for them. And we've only got about 10 minutes left, so there's no point me starting something else.
Oh, is that time already?
Yeah.
Blimey.
Certainly is, Stanley.
Just getting into that.
I know, you're just getting into your flow, weren't you?
Yeah.
I think what I'll do next week is I will get back on with the chipping, because I need to paint all the rusty chips in. Well, I need to do more with the highlight colours I've already got to build up some of the chips and make them into bigger chips and add some extra bits and do some scratches, and then I need to go in with the rust colour and do it in the middle of those chips.
What I'll do then is I'll leave them wheels, tyres and that until next week then. God, that time is absolutely flown by.
Hang on. I've got to go for a second.
No worries. I'm just going to clean me brushes and that. But yeah, that time's gone really quick there, folks. Massively impressed. He's just been summoned by Mum, so that situation. What else have we got? As John just saying about his beard. So yeah, we'll be carried on with these next week. Still probably a couple of shows from my point of view on mine to do. I don't know how long Fox is going to take on his, probably 6 months. See what I did. So yeah, and then I'll definitely look at doing one of those Apache helicopters on a live, because yeah, it'd be nice to do, wouldn't it? Fox will probably carry on doing Warhammer stuff because that's his thing anyway with eModels, so he'll carry on doing the Warhammer stuff for him. But he also said earlier on that he might do something different for a change. So, yeah. But we've had our first little wet wash underneath, so feels dry enough. So I'll take the gamble and put them down. Then bung all my gubbins back inside. Just put that back on there so that I don't lose it. I did glue it on earlier, but I knocked it straight back off with my clumsy oaf hands. So we'll put all of that lot in there with its bit of raggy. Same with all of those. They can live inside. Drop that back on the top, and that is pretty much me done for the day. What I will do, just to be on the safe side, is I'll stand that on a Tamiya pot, because I don't want the sticky tracks to get floof on them. Once I'm off air, I should just store it upside down for a few days. What's John saying there? Funnily enough, he says, my hair is nearly white. Sort of machine matches the name. Can't imagine comments from work colleagues. See what he did there, John. Yeah.
I'm back.
He's back, folks. Yeah. Yeah, John was saying he's got white hair, which is ironic with his name.
Yeah. Probably best that you can't grow a beard then, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, how far did you get with yours in the end? Do you want to show your wares off?
Yeah, all I've done today, literally, I was showing the straps. I've just done some straps today.
Yeah.
So they're looking nice and scruffy.
Absolutely, mate. You wasn't on shot properly there, mate. There you go.
Sorry. So they're looking a bit scruffy. They're just drying off. I think I'll leave that. I won't build up the highlight colour to make them bright, because I want them to look worn anyway. So
you want them to dull right down.
Yeah, so they're dull enough. There's chipping and other weathering to go on top of those. So that's it. That's all I've done tonight, but it's fun.
Sorry, mate. I
Next
thought
week.
you was going to talk a bit longer there. I was trying to have a drink. But
No,
yeah.
that's all right. Next week, I will, like I said, I will do more. I'll crack back on with the chipping, I think.
Yeah.
We'll try and get all the chipping done next week, the finishing all that off.
I've done a bit of light chipping on these stripes and along the base. Same across the stripes on the middle, on the waist. Same on the turret. And then, obviously, crack wash underneath. And then I can come back and finish off the wheels and tyres, and then obviously graphite pencil and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just to bring out a little bit of steel effect.
Yeah. Move my camera, that's why it's off.
Yeah. So that's where we are for tonight, folks. So we're gonna love and leave you for the night and let you get on with the rest of your evening. So many thanks for coming in and joining us, keeping us both company. Don't forget, the links are in the description for these. Also, if you want to grab any Godad stuff, feel free to hit eModels up, because they are now the European stockist for Godads. So go and give them a visit, and you too can have brushes just like the Fox. There you go.
Yes, you can do awesome brushings. Don't. I was going to say something and it went. Never mind.
What? Go on.
My brain said, you need to say this, and then it also went, I've instantly forgotten. So,
Oh, well, there you go then, folks. There you go, folks.
It was probably very important.
Yeah. So on that note, we'll do our bit and say goodbye. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you this time next week for another eModels.
Yeah.
Are we doing an eModel show the upcoming Monday? This coming Monday, because we missed it this week because we all had real life stuff.
Yeah, we probably should, because we've missed a couple, haven't we, for various reasons.
So keep an eye out, folks, and we should be doing an eModel show this coming Monday.
Yeah, assuming everyone's around. Should be able to.
All right, and that'll put us back on our normal schedule then, won't it? So, yeah.
I think so. Yeah. Hopefully.
All right then, folks. Take care.
Yep,
Stay
take care,
safe.
everyone.
See you on the next one. Bye-bye for now.
Adios, amoebas. Bye.